games, you don't want to open this up. Just continue to be patient.
Yeah, cleaning up those rebounds, I'm sure a topic right now in the locker room. Hey, speaking of in the locker room, Pat Maroon, he's joined by our Andy Strickland, the hometown hero, next. How's that tape taste?
Hey, fellas. How was the off season?
I had the most St. Louis summer ever. So I coached a rec softball team.
Give me Wild Thing.
Now pitching, Brett Hall.
You can pitch?
I have no idea, Randy Naughton.
Give him Hall! You're killing me, Hall. You're killing me.
T-Red man, go help with that. It went pretty well.
I had a pretty St. Louis summer, too. I got a summer job to keep busy.
Braden, we got a spill in produce.
On it, Coach.
This one.
Whoa!
Price check on pork steaks.
$3.14 on pork steaks.
Stockpile 5, please.
All done. See you next summer?
We'll call you.
Cool. Good game, Coach.
Now that's certified St. Louis.
Just like CarShield.
The Silverado Trail Boss. And a little work. And a little play. And a truck that says no to nothing. And Chevrolet.
Well-qualified buyers can get 2.9% financing for 72 months on this Silverado, or get $5,350 total value. Plus, current competitive owners can get an additional $1,500 cash allowance when you purchase. Chevrolet, the #1 selling brand in the St. Louis area.
Looks like you're getting a $3,200 refund.
Did she mention that at H&R Block, everyone gets their max refund or their money back?
And we always guarantee
100% accuracy on every return.
You had me at max refund.
Switch to H&R Block and get 100% accuracy and your max refund guaranteed.
Different dogs have different needs, like skin and coat, mobility support, and healthy digestion. That's why Ein's Advanced Health has different formulas, so every dog can be a healthy dog.
I don't believe what I just saw.
I've seen better.
That is pretty to watch.
That's cute.
Outstanding move by Astronaut.
Impressed? Kind of basic.
Nylander drops it off. After nice move. Spectacular goal. Philip Forsberg, goal of the year.
That's not it.
Unbelievable goal by Pyro.
No. In my day, backhands were cool.
Broberg, backhander, he scores! Broberg again, his second tonight. What a play.
Talk about the intensity in the first period. Well, this is an unfortunate play. Jake Neighbors and Alec Martinez, a huge hit here burning into the wall.
Yeah, and he didn't try to hit him. It was actually off balance. He kind of got a stick, and then his skate hit Martinez's skate. You could see Dickinson just kind of saw it from the action, or from the reaction there, that when he went in, I think Dickinson thought it was a cheap hit, and it was not. No call on it, but Dickinson comes in. You can see Neighbors kind of expected when you see a guy go into the boards like that. So as it ended up, Dickinson got 2, 5, and 10, and Neighbors just to 5 minutes. So the Blues did have a 2-minute power play with it. But these things happen, and it is what it is. And I don't know why there's a lot of fights get started because of that, and there's really no reason to do it because it was just an accidental hit.
Martinez headed to the locker room. We'll keep you updated if we hear anything on him. Speaking of the Blackhawks, Pat Maroon joined our Andy Strickland during intermission.
All right, guys, thank you very much. Well, Pat, I know you made an announcement prior to the game talking with Panger about this being your last game here in St. Louis. How are you keeping the emotions together out there?
Yeah, it's tough, obviously. This is where kind of the championship started, that run. And, we built something special here, and it's always nice to come back anyways to be in front of friends and family, and I get everyone here tonight. So, obviously, emotional night, but just got to keep playing the way I'm playing, Just going to finish this year off strong, and every time I get over the boards, I'm just going to play like it's my last.
You've had such a great career, Pat, over 800 career games, but this is your 11th time coming back to St. Louis. What do you remember the most about coming back here as a visitor and certainly as a player?
Well, I think one of them was when I scored that goal, when I was with Edmonton there. And obviously I got really emotional. My son was in the stands, and I haven't seen him in 3 months. It was a really emotional night for me. The first time I ever scored against my hometown team. And I think just, winning the Stanley Cup here for the city of St. Louis and the fans that, been passionate for years. And I got to do with all my best friends over there and enjoy the moment. And Game 7, Dallas. I don't think no one's ever going to take that away. A hometown kid and being from St. Louis, go to the conference finals. But it doesn't happen with my teammates and the guys over there that meant so much to me. And but yeah, it's been awesome to come back here, like you said, 11 times. But there's so many good memories.
I know you got to focus on the game tonight, but do you give yourself an opportunity to look around and find your parents and your wife and your kids that are in the stands?
For sure. It's tough, especially in warm-ups when obviously you see your daughter. My son's obviously not here tonight, but he's too busy. He has to go win nationals. But obviously seeing your wife and your daughter and mom, dad, and brothers, sister, and all their kids, it's obviously emotional. So, but the Strix, I gave it everything I got, man. And I want to start a new chapter in my family and move forward. And and like I said, I accomplished so much. I have no regrets, and I was against all odds. No one believed in me, and I believed in myself, and I did everything the right way and showed up and just tried to be there for my teammates every single night and did whatever I had to do. So very happy with the way everything went with my career, and when I look back on it, there's going to be a lot of fond memories.
You've had a great run. You've given us a lot of memories, and for sure will go down as one of the greatest to ever come out of St. Louis. So thanks for everything. Congratulations, Patty.
Thanks, Trix. I appreciate it.
Guys, let's send it back to you.
An emotional Pat Maroon, the hoisting the cup there in 2019, arguably one of the most memorable goals in the franchise history, Game 7 versus Dallas. We'll be back to get you set for second period action.
Life moves at the speed of hockey, but you can count on Enterprise, home or away, to always be there with the assist, no matter where the game takes you. Enterprise, for lives in drive.
Imagine yourself in a new Toyota. Imagine the hidden gems you'll find.
Sweet.
Ribs, please.
Imagine all the dust you'll kick up. Imagine the memories you'll make. And some you'd like to forget.
Right now, pick your favorite 2025 Tacoma or Tundra with APR financing as low as 1.99%. Visit your local Toyota dealer and save bucks on trucks today.
Go from dreaming it to driving it today.
Toyota, let's go places.
How come the biscuits aren't in the basket?
Dude, do not put the biscuits in the basket.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Think your concrete's on solid ground? The good news is your home's concrete problems can be fixed permanently, because concrete problems won't get better with time, but they will get better with us.
Call Woods Basement Systems today for your free estimate.
Spring forward this tax season with Straight Talk and get a free Moto G Power 5G with select plans, all with real unlimited data on America's most reliable 5G network. Because this tax season is free phone season. Straight Talk, available at Walmart.
So what are you thinking?
I'm thinking
About our honeymoon.
What about Africa? Safari.
Hot air balloon ride.
Swim with elephants.
Wait, can we afford a safari?
Great question. Like everything, takes a little planning.
Or put the money towards a down payment
On a ranch?
in Montana?
With horses?
Let's take a look at those scenarios.
JP Morgan Wealth Management has advisors in Chase branches and tools like Wealth Plan to help keep you on track. When you're planning for it all, the answer is JP Morgan Wealth Management.
Life moves at the speed of hockey, but you can count on Enterprise, home or away, to always be there with the assist, no matter where the game takes you. Enterprise, for lives in drive.
Vancouver lost to New York, so Blues 2 points today have a chance to put 3 points between them and the Canucks. We'll get you set for second period action with John and Jamie next.
Derek.
Hey, Mom, I need to lay low for a couple days. There's too much heat on this car.
Too much heat?
I only paid for a Hyundai Tucson.
Ruth. Listen, Jenna, I need to lay low for a few days.
Why?
Deal so right, it almost feels wrong. The Hyundai Getaway Sales Event.
Lease the Hyundai Tucson for $259 a month or get $2,250 bonus today.
You call your agent with a simple question, only to get sent to voicemail again. We pick up the phone. I should get this. Hello, this is Sam. How can I help you? Yes, I'm glad I'm not a robot too. Like I said, we pick up the phone because it's ringing. That's simple human sense. Ask your independent agent if auto owners make sense for you. Hello, this is Sam.
We said we'd never give in to a meltdown.
Okay.
And we'd never babysit with a screen. We said we'd never let the toys take over.
Mariella.
Never leave the house looking, well, and never let them out of our sight. Skyler, come here. Cars get hot fast, and kids can be at risk. Before you leave the car, always stop, look, lock.
No score after one. Blues and Blackhawks. Another big game here at Enterprise Center. Along with Jamie Rivers, I am John Kelly back inside. And so good to hear from Pat Maroon. Very emotional interview with Andy Strickland there, Jamie.
Yeah, it's tough, you know. Pat letting us know that this will be his last year in the NHL. And when you reflect upon things as a player, sometimes you get emotional. But one thing he did talk about was this goal right here against Dallas in the playoffs. That's a double overtime winner, putting the Blues into the conference final. And I don't think anybody in St. Louis will ever forget that goal. And certainly Pat Maroon has fond memories of that as well.
I'm a hometown hero, baby! Yes, he will be a hometown hero forever in St. Louis. And last night, he took the entire Hawk team to his brother-in-law Louis' restaurant, Bengals, which is in Warson Woods, Rockville area in Manchester. So he treated the entire team to an Italian feast.
Well, that doesn't surprise me. I mean, the Big Rig is a big, lovable guy, loves his teammates, always been a fantastic teammate on every team that he played on. And John, Pat Maroon should be extremely proud of the career that he's managed to have. Coming here out of St. Louis, 3 Stanley Cups, just an incredible dude.
A former 6th-round pick of the Flyers back in 07. And a 3-time Cup winner and nearly 4 in a row. Underway in the second period. Here's Cam Fowler, a drive right on goal. A save by Soderblom. And now Walker in front, being pushed away by a couple of Blackhawks. So a good start for the Blues. By the way, Martinez is still in the Hawks locker room after that hit in the first period.
Well, John, Nathan Walker just spit a tooth out of here into his hand as Steve Ott kind of giggling on the bench as well. But he got into it with Vlasic, who is a massive human. Nathan Walker, we know he doesn't back down, and here they are in front. One of these shots here, the stick kind of gets him in the mouth a little bit, and then as Nathan Walker pulls out of the pile.
2:17. Centering pass comes all the way out. And now Fowler for Letty. Foxes steers it right back in the zone. And now Levshunov with it. Again, he played 1 year at Michigan State. Turned over at center. Bolduc gets it with Thomas. And the Hawks get back to break it up. As the Blues nearly had a 2-on-0 there. Now stolen by Thomas. For Neighbors. Fires it. That goes high off the arm of Soderblom. And now it's centered by Bolduc. Neighbors off balance. And the Hawks able to chip it out. Broberg right back in. Oh, we had Thomas down the middle, but just off the mark. And now Robert Thomas to the corner. And grabbed by Vlasic, and the Hawks to center, and now it's McHale. And he drives it deep. Both teams making changes. Falk flips it high, not out though. And now Connor Bedard back to the goal. In front, and a shot just wide. And tipped by Donato. And stopped there by Hofer as that was close. And now Bedard and Falk involved.
Yeah, Justin Falk had just grabbed Bedard, and then Bedard decided to pop Justin Falk in the side of the head, and Justin was not having any of that. And now Broberg's still getting after it here, too. I don't mind the Blues showing some aggression in front of their net, John. We've seen it all year. They have protected the house very, very well.
You know, Bedard, he's only 5'10", 185. He's 19. Of course, the first overall pick 2 years ago. Jamie, he has 62 minutes in penalties this year.
Yeah, he's had a couple of games where the referees have kind of targeted him a little bit. He's got a couple of misconducts, but we see here he goes to the paint, and everything's kind of done, and then he pops Justin Falk right there a little bit. The veteran says, no, not going to do that, kid. Right here, a crucial protection play. Joel Hofer on his knees, pushes out just at the very end, makes that save. Bit of a weird bounce, and then Broberg does a good job of just boxing out in his arm.
Yeah, and then Nazar had a pretty good chance in the rebound. Blues get it at center, dumped in by Jordan Kyrou. He's scoring early second period. And now Bedard run off the puck by Tucker. Long stretch pass. And the Blues get back Suter on to center ice. Del Mastro now for Connor Murphy. Here's Nazar again. And a pass blocked by the leg of Tucker. Blues trying to clear it away. Of course, Bedard, a center iceman on the wing the last couple of games. As the Hawks get it back to Murphy. And off the back of the goal. And then Tucker is all over Donato. Pressure by the Hawks. And Murphy, long wrist shot off the blocker of Hofer. Finally settled by Shen. And now picked up by Suter, and he pitchforks one to center. And as Murphy throws it back in. Hawks center, cleaned up by Shen, Blues away. And the captain off the boards. But not very deep. And the Blues trying to keep it alive at the line. Comes free now for Matthew Joseph for Fowler. Pumps it low. Vlasic turns it over. Blues try to center. And then Joseph away from the pack. Now back for Leddy. And here's Joseph again. Rolls off a check. And then Texier trying to get free. On the cycle. That goes by Joseph. And then Kaiser ahead. Fowler there on the wall. And the Blues keep it in the zone. Shoveled back to the goal, but now grabbed by Vlasic. Up the middle, turned over, shot by Sundqvist, and that goes by the ear of fellow Swede Soderblom. And then Fowler back to Leddy. And here comes the former Hawk Nick Leddy. To the middle, Torchenko gets it, a shot. And a save by Soderblom. Now Torchenko again. He'll rip it low. Foxa comes in there. And now Kaiser lost his stick. But the Hawks with it. And Veleno out of his own zone. That goes down the ice. Here's Falk now for Philip Broberg. Quickly now to Falk. That was blocked by Teravainen. And Broberg for Walker to Torchenko. Pass in front. Foxa couldn't settle that pass. Now Torchenko again. At the line of Broberg. Shoots it. And a glove save by Soderblom. And now Walker involved in front.
Yeah, he's getting involved with everybody. And then the big rig comes over, has a little chat with them there. And they're familiar with each other, of course. But Nathan Walker right in front. Philip Broberg. Little cradle shot. Soderblom sees that puck. Makes a nice save there. And then Nathan Walker has one and then decides, you know what? I'm going to pick on both of you guys down here in front of the net. And then Big Patty comes in and grabs him. Almost like a father there, John.
Off the face-off, the Hawks with it. Walker had 1 hit in that first period, now up to 228 on the year. 8th most in the NHL. And JD, he's got a shot at the Blues record for hits in a year. That's held by Ryan Reeves. He had 276. Now Foligno a pass. Blocked by Tucker. And that goes out of play. Well, there's no better way to wrap up a weekend than with a Sunday Fun Pack presented by First Community Credit Union. The pack includes 4 discounted tickets, each loaded with $10 to use at concession stands in the last Sunday Fun Day tomorrow. So grab your tickets today at stlouisblues.com/tickets.
Well, Tyler Tucker, nice little gap control here. That good stick on puck. Flat blade right there, taking away more time and space.
Hawks win the faceoff. Murphy. Angled low by Wyatt Kaiser. And then Shen trying to move it along. Robert there, and finally off a stick and covered by Hofer.
The puck today not bouncing the Blues way as it has maybe in the last handful of games. A couple of opportunities where the puck has just been off the mark on some of the passes on the offensive side. Then it's been jumping around a little bit here in the defensive zone.
Man, not exactly a clean game for either team. Now the Blues at center. And Cairo and Holloway get in. Hawks beat it around. Broberg pinches. Now it's Murphy back of the goal. Kaiser lost it in his skates. And the Blues, Falk comes in. And again, that puck battle won by Kaiser. And a souvenir for Jamie Rivers.
Yeah, lucky I didn't get that in the dome down here. I feel like Rob Ray and have to get stitches.
And that's very nice of you.
Souvenir for everybody, John. You got to keep your head on a swivel down here.
Yes, you do. Now the Blues with it, Letty. And Neighbors swings it low. Bolduc in front. Thomas is there. Hawks keep it out. Now Cam Fowler. And then Robert Thomas shoots it. And that was off the blocker as Soderblom. Letty comes in. And now Bolduc taking the spot on this line for Buchnevich, centered. And a shot by Thomas and a save by Soderblom. Great chance there. Now Neighbors with it. Goal line to Thomas. Everyone's covered. Now shoots it. That's blocked. Thomas again. And the Hawks keep it out of there. And now Vlasic to center ice. That goes by Slager. Icing called against Chicago.
Well, this line's starting to find some chemistry. They had a couple of good plays in the first period. This one here, Robert Thomas, just robbed there by Soderblom. But Bolduc, Neighbors, Thomas, really good puck movers. Not good vision, good puck protection there by Bolduc. Robert Thomas had another chance there. So they're starting to feel it a little bit here. Blues now with 11 shots on goal.
Yeah, shots 11-7 after the Blues got outshot 6-5 in the first. And the puck is at the line, kept in by Tucker. Good glove there to knock it down. Tipped by Bertuzzi and out. And then Tucker will send it back in. Soderblom to the corner. For Lechinov. Again, he's out of Belarus. Played at Michigan State at one of the pre-draft meetings. As the Blues now turn it over, Veleno comes in for Mikheyev to Bertuzzi. And a shot goes up high. Good chance there for Bertuzzi. And then Veleno, close shot. Saved by Hofer. And now Murphy comes in. And now some pressure by Chicago. And Donato. Forced off the puck by Sundqvist. Teravainen back. Kaiser now for Teravainen. And Donato snaps a shot. Missed the net. And off the active end boards and back down the ice. And the Hawks to center ice. Mikheyev now for Teravainen. The Finn comes in for Donato. And his shot was a mile wide. Korkteiko tips it. Grabbed by Walker. And he's run down at center by Kaiser. And now Tucker back defending on Teravainen. Murphy with it. And now Wyatt Kaiser angles one around. Donato missed it. Teravainen in front. Saved by Hofer, and he got the rebound off Mikheyev. A great chance. And Hofer has been sharp in this game today. No score here in the second period.
March tire and service deals you won't be able to resist. Now at Dobbs. Save on new sets of 4 select General, Pirelli, and Michelin tires. Already selling at the lowest price in town, guaranteed. Get Money Saver Dobbs deals on expert auto service, including shocks and struts, wheel alignments, filters, and more. Get ready for warm weather driving now and save with Dobbs' irresistible March deals. Click on gotodobbs.com today. Dobbs, the real deal for real deals since 1976.
Get exceptional offers at your local Audi dealer.
Teams of experts, lifetimes of experience, groundbreaking clinical trials. That's how you change the game. That's the Brain Tumor Center at Siteman. Committed to research, invested in technology, powered by Washington University physicians and BJC Healthcare. Making a world of difference right here in St. Louis, across the region, and around the world. The Brain Tumor Center at Siteman.
Once a blue, always a blue. Blues fans, let's hear it for our hometown hero, Pat Maroon.
He will never buy another drink in this town, I'll tell you that, Jamie.
Yeah, he shouldn't either. I mean, the crowd going wild, showing their appreciation for Pat Maroon during that break. The Blues a little tribute. The players all standing up. Well deserved, Patty. Take a bow.
You know, Braden Shen talking yesterday about Maroon. He said he brought our room together, and he was always wise with his words when talking about the other team and to the other team. Here are the Hawks with it. Del Mastro shoots it. Rebound off the goalpost, and then Hofer got the second chance from Bedard. Oh, the Hawks a great chance there. Del Mastro for Vlasic. Shoots it. Save. Puck loose there. And covered by Hofer. And he has been brilliant here in the last couple of minutes.
All right, guys, thanks a lot. Not a whole lot of dry eyes here, especially with the Maroon family. Here with Pat's dad, Phil Maroon. You've been coming down here for years. The emotions knowing that this could be his last game as an NHL player here in St. Louis.
I mean, I'm going through a lot of emotions. I'm thinking about his over 800 games he's played in his life. 4 Stanley Cup finals, 3 Stanley Cups. It's going through me right now. I remember when he was 7 or 8, playing in between intermissions with the Merrimack Sharks. I remember him playing in high school, Oakville, against CBC. I mean, it's went full circle. I mean, we're really proud of his accomplishments.
All right, we just saw him get recognized on the Jumbotron. Everybody in the building here standing up, recognizing Pat Maroon. You got emotional. What was that like watching the crowd here recognize him and celebrate him the way they did?
I mean, it was fantastic. I mean, yeah, it brought a little emotion to me also, but